Get situated so you can kind of see my ramp and everything. Alright. So I'm gonna be doing a video on my first impression of these Oak Wheels RV2s. And these are the like basic white ones or whatever. As you can tell, they just have the little oak stamp. If I got it wrong, you can look it up on their website. This is the only white one with the little stamp like that. You the RV2s, the brand. Well, I don't know if they're brand new, but they're new to me. They're the newest generation of them. Um, so this is just gonna be my first impressions on them, and yeah. So I got them today. I was in Florida for a week, and they came while I was in the middle of the week while I was in Florida, so I didn't get them until today when I got back. And I think the shipping took about 3 weeks. So, yeah, it's from Portugal. Yellowwood takes about the same amount of time. It's standard shipping to where I live in Virginia from Portugal. It takes almost 3 weeks on the dot. So, whatever. It's slow, but it's all like that. It's just the way it is. I guess the packages get caught in customs when they leave Europe to come to America. I'm guessing that takes a long time. It's a slow process, so none out of the ordinary there. It's just the way it is. Um, so I got the wheels and they come in the bag, and everyone knows. And then they came in a little baggie in the foam thing, and I took them out, and I was like, wow, these feel completely different than I thought they would, because I thought they were going to be softer. And they almost feel, when they're new, in your hand. Not when you ride them, but in your hand, they almost feel like they're made out of ceramic when they're brand new. Like, it feels that hard and that, like, durable. Um, so I set it up. They set up perfect. The wheels are all made perfectly. Once the bearings break in, which these have broken in pretty good, they spin perfectly. And I started riding them, and I was like, wow. Uh, these feel completely different than I thought they were going to, in a good way. Um, if the wheel was softer, which is what I was thinking it was gonna be like, it would be actually worse because the wheel, would have been way too grippy. This has the same level of grip, that's not too grippy. Like, if I don't know if anybody ever rode, anyone who's watching this, is old Z Shred urethane wheels that were super grippy and crazy. They sucked. These are perfect because you gotta think you don't want a super grippy wheel because you're using your fingers, so you don't have that much. You're not putting a lot of force into it to the point where you need a super grippy wheel. These have the perfect level of grip. Um, it's like it compares to how you have grip on like a Bones STF wheel. If anybody rides those, the Street Tech Formula anti-flat spot ones, uh, the like higher durometers. Here, I'll show you real quick what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is actually my skateboard, and these are Bones STF wheels. You can see they actually kind of have the same shape as the Oaks, which I think is awesome because I love wheels with this shape. But the durometer of these feels similar, like not the durometer, the amounts of grip are similar. Like, you have the right amount of grip. Like, it's not overly grippy, but it grips good. Which is how it should be. Because skateboard wheels grip, but you can do like crazy power slide. You can do like crazy long power slides if you have the speed. Like, you can definitely make the wheels slide easily. It's like that. And I think the cool thing is, and I'll show you real quick, I have this here so I can show you, they squeal like a real wheel. Like, you heard that? That was just straight wood, so it's going to squeal louder than if it's on the sticker or the metal. Yeah, they squeal, which I think is awesome because real skateboard wheels squeal when they slide on something like that because they're not really moving, they're not spinning really. Um, so yeah, I mean, and I feel like these are gonna be super durable wheels and they're gonna last a while. I just got them today, but I've been riding them for hours and I got a good idea of how they feel. Um, and like the thing I think is awesome is it makes your fingerboard kind of behave more like a real skateboard because sorry, my hair was getting in the way. I need a haircut. But yeah, it makes it behave more like a real skateboard to me because they're heavier than like the plastic flat face wheels. And your board has more like inertia, and you got to pop it harder to make it do stuff, and you got to really commit to the trick and actually do the trick. Like you got to make the board do the trick. It's not as easy, which I think is awesome. It makes it more challenging, and it makes them feel more like real skateboarding, as to a point, because it's still fingerboarding. It's sort of like skateboarding, but it sort of isn't at the same time. But yeah, I like that. I mean, it's on another level to me that the flat face wheels will never be able to compete on unless they switch over to urethane like this. Um, I don't think I'm going to be able to ride any other. Well, I can still ride them, but I will definitely. I prefer these to those. They're on another level, and they're more pricey. They're pricier than a flat face wheel. More pricey, that makes sense. But they're pricier than a flat face wheel. Flat face wheels you usually run like $35 for BRR edition, like Black River Truck editions, and these are I think 44 US dollars, which yeah, they're more expensive, but they're better. And I don't. That's all I have to say is I'm really impressed with these wheels. They're hands down the best fingerboard wheels on the market, in my opinion. It might not be for everybody, but if you're looking for that extra step of realism and just awesomeness, definitely try out a set of oak wheels because you won't be disappointed. And I think over time they'll actually wear down, which I personally like. I love boards with wear graphics, stuff that's cool like that. It's like a real board. The stuff your wheels are gonna wear and everything. I think they'll wear down a little bit. It'll take a long time, but I think they'll wear a little bit, and that'll be cool once if they actually wear. So yeah, that was just my opinion, but I would definitely say pick up a set of oak wheels because you will not be disappointed. Hands down, the best wheels. So those are just my thoughts. Thanks for watching my video, and yeah.